let me tell you a story. There's someone just like you. Let's call him Daniel. Now Daniel isn't failing at life. He has a job, friends, a decent routine. But every single night he goes to bed with this nagging thought. Is this really it? If you have ever, even for a moment, felt that way, stay with me. This is for you. Daniel wakes up early. He gets ready, commutes to work, and he does what's expected of him. He's reliable, he's competent. From the outside looking in, everything looks perfectly fine. But inside, it's a different story. Inside, Daniel feels like he's falling behind. He'll scroll through his social media feeds and see people from his past. People he doesn't even know, and it feels like they're all winning. They're launching businesses, traveling the world, getting married, finding their true purpose. And with every post, a voice in his head gets a little louder, whispering, I should be further along by now. I should have achieved more. So he makes plans, big, ambitious, life-changing plans. He's going to learn a new skill, start a side project, get in shape, finally write that book. He maps it all out, feels a temporary rush of excitement and control. And then, he does nothing. The next day, the plan feels too big, too overwhelming. The excitement is gone, replaced by the familiar comfort of his routine. He's frozen at a crossroads, watching everyone else zoom past him while he's stuck in place. The gap between where he is and where he thinks he should be feels like an ocean, and he doesn't even know how to start building the boat. Daniel thinks he's stuck because he lacks motivation. He tells himself, if only I had more willpower. If I was just less lazy, then I could do it. But that's not the real truth. The real problem isn't a lack of motivation. The truth is Daniel is waiting. He's waiting for clarity before he makes a move. He has this deep-seated belief that one magical day, he'll wake up and everything will click. He'll be completely confident, laser-focused, and 100% ready to execute his grand plan without any fear or doubt. The light bulb will just turn on, bright and steady. But that day, that perfect moment of absolute certainty, it never comes. He's waiting to feel ready, and in doing so, he stays exactly where he is. So why do so many of us, just like Daniel, feel this way? Why does stuck feel like such a common state of being? There are a few quiet traps that we all fall into. First, there's the trap of comfort. Comfort doesn't feel dangerous. It's warm, it's predictable, it's safe. Daniel tells himself, well, at least this is stable. At least I know what to expect. It could be worse. Comfort doesn't scream at you like a real threat. It whispers, just stay a little longer. It's easier here. Over time, that cozy couch of comfort slowly, almost imperceptibly, morphs into a soft cage. It's a cage you build yourself, one comfortable decision at a time, until you realize you don't know how to get out. Second, we're drowning in information but starving for action. Daniel is a master researcher. He watches hours of motivational videos. He reads self-help books. He takes detailed notes, fills up entire notebooks with strategies and quotes. He has all the knowledge. But knowledge without action isn't power. It's a burden. It becomes a weight. All those unactioned ideas and plans start to pile up, pressing down on him, reminding him of everything he could be doing but isn't. He knows what to do, but he never does it, which makes him feel even worse. And third, he's stuck in the motivation trap. Daniel is waiting to feel inspired. He waits for a surge of energy, a bolt of lightning that will propel him forward. But he has it backward. Motivation is not the cause of action. It's the result of it. Think of it like a battery. You don't wait for the battery to be full before you start moving. The very act of moving is what charges the battery. Action creates momentum, and momentum generates the feeling we call motivation. Waiting for motivation to strike is like sitting in a stationary car and waiting for it to build up speed. It just doesn't work that way. Then one evening, something shifts. Daniel gets home, slumps onto his couch, and he just feels tired. But it's a different kind of tired. He's not tired from a long day at work. He's tired of waiting. He's tired of the same internal monologue, the same cycle of ambition followed by inaction. He's exhausted from being stuck. In that moment of profound tiredness, he stops asking the old question, what's the perfect life-changing plan? He's asked that 1,000 times and it's led him nowhere. Instead, he asks a new, much smaller and much more powerful question. What is the smallest possible thing I can do right now, tonight, to move forward just 1 inch? And as he asks this, the dense fog of overwhelm in his mind doesn't vanish completely. But it does clear just enough for him to see the ground right at his feet. and he sees one small simple step light up. This is where everything changes for Daniel. This is how he fixed it. Not with a grand gesture, but with a series of tiny, almost insignificant actions. Step 1. He shrinks the goal. He doesn't try to change his entire life overnight. That mountain of success is way too intimidating. So he forgets the mountain and focuses on a single step. He wants to start that side project. Instead of planning the whole business, he just sets a timer for 10 minutes and writes down a few ideas. That's it. That's the whole goal for the day. 10 minutes. A goal so small, it's almost impossible to fail. Step 2. He creates one daily non-negotiable. He commits to showing up for that one small goal every single day. Even when he doesn't feel like it. Especially when he doesn't feel like it. The key here isn't perfection, it's consistency. Some days his 10 minutes are brilliant. Other days they're a complete waste. It doesn't matter. He just shows up and ticks the box on his calendar. That small check mark becomes a daily signal to his brain. I am someone who follows through. Step 3. He learns to act without confidence. Daniel finally understands that confidence isn't a prerequisite for starting. It's a byproduct of doing. He doesn't wait to feel brave. He accepts that his first few steps will be shaky and uncertain. He does it scared. He does it clumsy. He writes the bad first draft. He has the awkward conversation. He learns that confidence isn't something you find. It's something you build, one shaky step at a time, until you look back and realize you're walking steadily. And finally, step 4. He changes his environment. He recognizes that willpower is a finite resource. So instead of relying on it, he makes progress easier than procrastination. He removes the distractions. When it's time for his 10 minutes of work, his phone goes into another room. His notebook and pen are already sitting on his desk, waiting for him. He designs his space to make the right choice the easy choice. Months pass. Is Daniel a massive success? Has he built $1 million company or traveled the world? No, not yet. But he's no longer stuck. He wakes up in the morning not with a sense of dread, but with a quiet sense of purpose, knowing what his one small step for the day is. He goes to bed at night feeling not like a failure, but like someone in motion. And that feeling changes everything. Because movement, even the smallest amount, restores hope, and hope is the fuel for all meaningful growth. He's no longer a character frozen at a crossroads. He's walking forward, and the path is expanding with every step he takes. Daniel now lives by a simple rule, a framework you could call the Leaf-crafted rule. Movement before motivation. Action before clarity. Progress before perfection. This is the simple, repeatable formula. This is how stuck people become growing people. Now here's the truth I need you to hear. Daniel isn't special. He's not a fictional character in a story. Daniel is you. He's me. He asks anyone who has ever felt that gap between who they are and who they could be. Daniel is you, the moment you decide to move. So here's your first step, your turning point. Do one small thing today. Not tomorrow, not next week. Today. Just one tiny thing that moves you 1 inch closer to where you want to be. If this story resonated with you, subscribe for more weekly content on intentional growth and living a crafted life. And I want you to do one more thing. Comment below and tell me, what is the one area you feel most stuck in right now? Just naming it is a powerful first step. Your next chapter doesn't start with a leap. It starts with a single step. Take it.